Hey, welcome back, guys. I'm the Downward Doug. Thanks so much for joining me once again here at the beautiful Level 6 studio. Today is a very special 15-minute fix because it is the last of the CrossFit Opens. If you're anything like me, your hands and your body are pretty sore right now. So today we're going to do a very special one where we do restorative yoga, less stretching, more chilling out, more centering ourselves, and just being a bit compassionate to the body that's gone through 5 weeks of brutality. So make sure you have 2 blocks, or they can also be pillows, anything that's going to elevate your hips or your body, but make sure you got 2 of them. And meet me on the mat for this week's 15-minute fix. All right, guys, so we're going to hit 5 different poses today. Get your blocks or your pillows. You place one up like that if you're on the blocks, one across the side, and that's going to go roughly across the bra strap area for you girls, and across the scapula for the guys, or you know, bra strap area. I don't judge. Set yourself up nicely. Get yourself back, and this may take a little bit of moving around. We're going to try stay static in these poses as we go. If you've got 2 pillows, just one under the thoracic area, and you can have another one under the head if you want. You don't have to. So I'm going to start. We're going to have 3 minutes to chill. Legs go out straight. I lower myself down nicely. I get this block into place. You can set up the different positions. So I can be there. It can be on the smaller position, or it can be all the way down. So it's up to you to decide which one you want to go for. Some can be quite strenuous depending on how tight we are. Important things here, we want to really surrender down to the mat. My palms face up, so I externally rotate my shoulders open. And that way they can start to really dissolve down into the mat. Now it's easy to switch off in these positions, and that's kind of good if we do, but just be aware if the body is holding on to any tension that maybe we don't need. Be aware that your body's pretty good at, you know, not listening to what it needs. It may bring tension to the traps or the shoulders even when we don't need it, when we're relaxing on the mat like this. So we've got to be kind of conscious and scan the body, make sure there's no tension in the body. Another big place is the hips and the glutes, especially after we've done a lot of exercise. It can just really seize up. So we want to scan the body head to toe, look for that tension, and then using our calming breath, just relax and dissolve it all off. In these passive positions, we're trying to bring a still body as well as a still mind, and hopefully recoup some of the energy that we've lost in the session. I feel like this last one was particularly brutal. Felt like 2 different sessions rolled into one. So take the time out now. And this may be quite a difficult ask for some of us to lie still, which is probably more the reason we should do it. If it helps, you close the eyes. See if you can direct the breath into different areas of the body that you feel are tense. And try to focus just on the breath, the inhale, and the exhale. Notice the present moment, whether that be the contact points with the mat, the temperature on the skin, or just the ebb and flow of your breath as the belly rises and falls. As we inhale and exhale. All right. So that's the first of the poses. From here, bring yourself up. These blocks are still going to come in handy. You'll enjoy this. We're still going to be in our backs. We're going to bring our legs together in this diamond shape. Bring the heels in close towards you. The blocks can again be on any setting you want. You lower yourself down. You bring the backs of your thighs onto the blocks, which means you can really relax onto them. Again, you can go onto any setting you want. You can see when I bring the blocks to that position, it's too low. I'm not being supported by the blocks. And that's really what restorative yoga is about, being supported by the blocks. So bring those blocks into place, make sure the thighs can rest onto them, and we start our next 3 minutes. Hands can again be in different positions. Palms up is always a good one to relax the shoulders off. A nice one to connect with the body, which is what this is all about. I feel like in CrossFit we're telling our bodies things to do despite what our mind is saying, or rather we're telling our body what to do despite what our body is telling us. So we're kind of overriding the body's natural order. So it's nice in the yoga sense to do the opposite, to now get the feedback from the body. And a nice way to do this is put one hand onto the belly, one hand onto the heart. And you can really feel the sensation of breathing here. You can feel the belly rise and fall. You can feel the heartbeat under the left hand. And sometimes you can just marvel at the incredible sensations and processes that work automatically in the body that keep us alive. And the hand on the belly can be quite rhythmic. Again, you start to tap into those things that are in the here and now. The inhales and the exhales. Again, in these passive and restorative types of yoga, we're trying to find that stillness of mind, and that can be tricky. So don't think about just getting a still mind, you're trying to empty your mind. Just do your best to think about one thing, and one thing based in the present moment. And that's quite often why we say the breath. But it can be other things. If you have music playing, you can concentrate on each note as it's played, or even the sounds around in your room, really connecting with those. But what we are trying to avoid is thinking about the future and the anxiety that brings, thinking about the past and maybe the sadness that brings. I'm just trying to enjoy the luxury that is now. Because let's be honest, it is pretty luxurious to be able to sit or lie down on your back and take some time out to yourself. So enjoy it. Make that commitment and stick to it. All right, so that's another 3 minutes up. Now again, I'm doing 3 minutes just to fit into the cycle of how long we have here, but if you want to do 5 minutes of each of these poses, that is highly recommended. From here, coming to a supported bridge, bring the feet together, bring the heels towards the bum, press yourself up, even worth coming onto the toes so you can really get your bum up. Then bring the block or your pillows and place them underneath the flat part of your sacrum. If you have your pillows, it's nice and soft everywhere, so you don't have to worry too much. With these flatter blocks, you have to take a little time to set it up. And once it's in place, you can just start to drape yourself over that block. Again, hands can reach up, so the palms reach up, shoulders are relaxed. And if you want, you can start to straighten out the legs. And you'll feel a lovely opening through the iliopsoas here, through the front body, as the supported bridge goes to work. Again, sometimes hands in the belly can be quite nice. Reconnect to that breath. And again, with each out breath, we're trying to just dissolve a little bit more, surrender a little bit more to the mat. And life is all about balance, so during the open, like I say, we are really pushing our bodies, doing things that are tough, really working, being active. So it's nice to balance things out by being as committed to these passive positions. And again, don't worry too much if the mind goes elsewhere. Just take note. Be aware of what thoughts come into your mind as you come into these positions. Without judgment, then you bring the attention back to the breath. And you do this as many times as you need to. Just trying to avoid the thoughts that bring any anxiety into your body. It's quite amazing how that anxiety can manifest itself into physical tension in our traps, our hips, our shoulders. The body and the mind so interconnected that we need to look after both. If you need a little more focus, see if you can start to direct that breath into the very areas you feel the stretch. Imagining the air traveling to that place as you exhale, turning off any muscles that are still working, even though they don't need to. All right. Again, welcome to stay in these positions a little bit longer. I'm going to come up just for a second. I know it's been really fun to be on the back. Kind of come into a puppy pose here. I couldn't find a nice way to stretch the lats after all those pull-ups in a passive way, so I'm going to go for this style. Get your knees and your hips in one line. Reach the arms out in front of you, and even as I'm doing this, I can feel my lats already starting to switch on. And then bring the chin down to the mat, looking forward, or if you need to, the forward can come down. Be active in the hands, and this is going to be the most active of all our positions. I'm going to start the timer there. Let's bring either thing to the mat. You can relax the arms if you want, but if you want more, you really press into those hands. Reach forward, pull the hips back in space, and come even onto the fingertips if you want a little bit more. And again, like I said, the chin can come onto the mat. Relax the head down. Relax the hands down as you need. And I can feel just that opening through those lats. Super tight after yesterday's session. Like I say, I think the worst one by far. I was explaining to Grace how that's the first one that's made me actually want to physically cry. I couldn't explain it. It was more than just being tired. It's being exhausted. Also note here, guys, if this is a bit much on the forehead, you can always bring your block down and rest the forehead on there to relax this position off. But move around as you need. But I found this was a nice stretch for those lats, just relaxing off that area that is very much being worked in the last 24 hours, or depending on when you did it, you might be feeling DOMS now in its highest capacity, or maybe it's just starting to kick in if you did it Monday like me. Really relax that chest down. Feel it stretch out. Oof. So with a little bit of time on the clock now, I can feel everything starting to relax around the shoulder area. It's starting to dissolve a little bit more down to the ground. Sometimes it takes just that extra bit of time for everything to relax off. Be aware this can be quite intense, so go at your own pace. Honoring what your body tells you. Knowing that every body is different. Don't feel forced into any position. Whether that's while you practice with me here or you go to any class. You're in control of that body. That is your vehicle for life, as well as your residency, so look after it. Oh, wee. Oof. All right, one last pose. That one, oof. 3 minutes, really, you start to know about it. You'll be very happy to hear this next one is super luxurious. From here, get yourself nice and close to upper wall. Get your legs up that wall. And that's as simple as it is. Again, hands come onto the belly and onto the heart. And you just keep your legs up. The closer the legs are into the wall, the straighter this angle is, the more you're going to feel this on the hamstrings. You start up here and just enjoy this position. Always such a calming influence to bring the legs above the heart. Letting that blood flow go in a different direction. If you want a little bit more in the groin instead of just the hamstrings, come into a straddle up the wall. Again, feeling that bum down. Of course, the wider the legs, the more the stretch. But again, we're not trying to find edges here in these passive positions. We're more trying to find a place we can relax, let gravity do its thing. Just let the structure reset. And we can help that along with that breath. Again, connect with where you feel the stretch in the body. Bring your awareness to that. Try not shy away from it. Try not bring your mind somewhere else to distract you. But rather embrace the sensation. Hear the feedback from the body in all its glory. Get to know your body and hopefully yourself a little bit better. Stay focused on that breath. Feeling the gentle rise and fall of the chest or the belly. Legs up the wall, the waterfall position, always such a calming influence. So really let go and enjoy it. And that is our time up. Slowly, if the legs are apart, slowly just bring them together first. Take a moment here. Maybe shake out the legs. Then bring yourself back down. So, like I say, welcome to take a little bit longer in each of those poses, or if you want to stay with those legs up the wall, by all means. I think you've earned a little chill out session after 5 weeks of the Open. I thoroughly enjoyed doing it. Thanks again to Motion Training for hosting Friday Night Lights. And I hope this has been of some use to you. As always, comment below if there's something you want to see in particular, especially now that the Open is done. And I will catch up with you soon. You've been awesome. I've been the Downward Doug. We'll catch you next time.